When thinking of rum, the immediate association is of tropical islands and seafaring pirates. But it is exactly for this reason why rum comes from these areas. Because sugarcane, molasses and fermented sugarcane is exactly what we need in order to make a base product for rum. Now, sugarcane needs tropical areas in order to grow and to flourish, and we need a great quantity of sugarcane in order to make rum. What we would do is we would harvest the sugarcane, flatten it into a pulp, caramelize it, add water, creating a sugary juice. We would then ferment that, creating alcohol, and from this we would have a sugarcane wine. We would then take that sugarcane wine, put it through a distillation several times, and we would then receive a beautiful blanco, silver or white rum. Now the flavors would be exotic fruits, exotic spices and wonderful fragrant exotic flowers. However, white rum is slightly too fiery to drink on its own, so it's usually mixed with juices or carbonated mixes in order to create a wonderful long drink. Alternatively, cocktails makes a wonderful additive because it is so versatile. Now there are many different types of rum made all over the world, all in tropical places. So Barbados, Caribbean, Haiti, the Virgin Isles, Cuba, you name it, the most wonderful tropical places make some of the most beautiful rums on earth. But now, there are 4 major styles of rum that you may have in your bar. The first and easiest to understand is simply blanco or white rum. Now this may have gone through a stage of a maximum of 1 year maturing, after which they're filtered through charcoal and it comes out wonderfully and clear. Now these are beautiful as mixes or mixed spirits for longer drinks. Then we have añejo or slightly aged rums. Now these have been aged for a minimum period of 3 years and they gain a beautiful complexity and a wonderful spice array on top of the tropical fruit flavors from the initial rum. Then we get spiced rum. Now spiced rum, it hasn't been aged for an extended period of time in order to get so dark. What they do is they add a non-flavored caramel to this in order to get its dark color, and then they add various spicings and flavorings in order to give it a bigger array and depth in flavor. And then the final category, which is almost a category on its own, but made with sugarcane, is cachaça. Now this beautiful drink is Brazil's national drink and served in the beautiful caipirinha. Now the reason for this is it's made with fermented sugarcane as well as corn, so it has a huge amount of sweetness, and then once distilled, creates a fiery drink that needs sugar as well as lime to be added to it in order to make it more accessible for the palate. When a rum is aged or called an añejo, it is a minimum period of 3 years. However, some beautifully old aged rums can be aged for up to 50 years. These are beautiful, highly distinctive and a real premium spirit to be revered in the same category as great tequilas and beautiful cognacs and armagnacs. Something like Pirate Rum over here is absolutely magnificent and has the most wonderful texture and flavor and incredible digestive to be sipped in a brandy balloon after a meal. Rum is an incredibly versatile spirit, and because it comes from tropical paradises, it has the most wonderful tropical flavors and therefore pairs beautifully with carbonated drinks, but more especially with beautiful tropical fruit juices. Now there are a number of national drinks that your guests may request. We have the famous mojito, which is made with white rum, mint, limes, sugar and topped up with sparkling water. Then we have the Cuba Libre, which is an aged rum topped off with Coca-Cola and a squeeze of lime. Then we have the national drink of Brazil, which is cachaça, lime, and sugar muddled together in a beautiful short drink. And then there are any numbers of different cocktails that rum is used in, especially to give a wonderful tropical flair to it. And then we have the beautiful aged or añejo rums that we would swirl in a brandy balloon and sip on just like we would with any cognac. Now it's very seldom, if not never, that we are going to have a guest ask us for a shooter of rum. It is very fiery and not for shooters at all.
Rum. Rum is a sweet tropical spirit that is made from a base of cane sugar and its byproducts. It is usually associated with beachside cocktails and is used in a variety of wonderful cocktails, long drinks, and shooters. Rum is made by taking sugarcane, or molasses, which is the syrupy substance that is left over once sugar has been refined, and adding water and yeast to ferment the sugar into alcohol. Once the fermentation is complete, the alcoholic liquid is distilled a number of times to produce a clear spirit with hints of the flavor from its sugary beginnings. Most rums are clear and colorless. These are the unaged rums, which are stronger and harsher in flavor. Just like with tequila, however, some rums are aged to give them extra smoothness and complexity. To age the rum, the clear spirit is placed in oak barrels for a long period of time, varying from less than 1 year all the way to 5 years or more. All this time in the barrel gives this liquid a wonderful golden color and a number of incredible flavors from the interaction of the spirit with the oak. This golden liquid is then bottled and sold all over the world. Aged rum is a fine and often very expensive spirit that is enjoyed as an elegant after-dinner drink in a whiskey tumbler or brandy balloon. Some guests will also enjoy a rum as a long drink, served in a long glass filled to the top with Coca-Cola, lemonade, or ginger ale. There are a number of different styles of rum, based on how the rum is aged and if it's flavored or colored in the production process. These styles are briefly explained below. Dark rum is a heavy, concentrated rum with lots of color and harsh, strong flavors. White rum is the most common form of rum. It is clear, colorless, and unaged, with bright tropical flavors of spices and vanilla. These are the most often used rums in cocktails and long drinks. Demerara rum is a rum made from molasses instead of sugarcane. It has a golden color and a fruity style, but it is not as dark as dark rum. Rum agricole is made by distilling sugarcane juice. It is a rich, light and fruity rum. There are two main ways to enjoy rum. Firstly, rum is enjoyed in cocktails or long drinks. The most popular cocktails are undoubtedly the pina colada and the planter's punch. In long drinks, rum is usually mixed with Coca-Cola, lemonade, ginger ale, or fruit juice, and served in a highball glass with lots of ice. Secondly, beautiful aged rums are enjoyed in the same way that a beautiful cognac is enjoyed, as a digestif at room temperature in a brandy balloon. Always provide ice in a small ice bucket and a carafe or small jug of water, so that the guest can add this to their rum as desired. Have a look at the rum brands in your bar and start recommending them to guests with your newfound knowledge and passion. Good luck.